What's up, math scholars and math haters? This is Mr. W. Today we're tackling question 9 in the grade 3 released items that North Carolina put out this past year. We can see that there are 500 seats in a movie theater, there are 362 people sitting in the seats, and how many seats are empty? So this is an extremely common core problem. So if you're a parent and you're watching this, you might be starting to freak out a little bit because this isn't quite how you learn math. This question deals with addition and subtraction as parts and a whole. So this is going to be one of those questions where it'll help to draw a quick little diagram that you might recognize or might not, but I remember it from a training that I had about how to teach this stuff. And then also, we're probably going to end up using some fact families here. So here goes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a quick diagram, very crude, and then I'm going to say that my seats with people in it plus my empty seats are going to give me my total. Now, for my number of seats with people in them, that the problem gave me, and it said it was 362. I'm adding that to the empty seats, and since it's asking how many seats are empty, clearly I don't know that yet, but I'll come back to how to find this. That's going to equal my total seats, which is 500. Unfortunately, I don't have a ton of room here, so I'm going to go ahead and bring out my other whiteboard, start with this equation, and go from there. So 362 plus something equals 500. Move that a little closer. I'm going to use fact families now, that other skill that I said it would be really good to know to do well in a question like this, and say that I'm going to flip this around and say that 500 minus 362 equals my unknown number that I'm trying to find. Or to put this back in the way the problem worded it, the total seats minus the seats with people in them is going to give me my empty seats, which is what I was trying to find in the first place. Alright, so with that, we just need to figure out what 500 minus 362 is. Now, since once again I don't know quite how your math classes would have taught this, I'm going to use the method that I prefer, which is to go left to right, take out hundreds, take out tens, take out ones. So I'm going to start with 500 minus 300. I can already see that 500 minus 300 is going to give me 200. I've knocked out my 100, so I can just call that 200 minus 62. So now I'm going to cover all this up. I'm going to look at my tens. I've got 20 tens minus 6 tens. 20 minus 6 is going to give me 14 tens. And now all I need to do is take 2 away from that. And this is going to be where I have to bring in some of that old subtraction algorithm, because if I have 14 tens and I have to take away 2 ones, I'm going to have to think of this as 13 tens and 10 ones. If I'm subtracting 2 from 10, that's just going to give me 8. Leaving me with 138, which is my number of empty seats. In fact, I'll even write it back up in there. 362 plus 138 equals 500. And now, since I had 138 as my answer, I'm going to find the answer choice that matches that, and it's going to be choice D. Now, if you're confused by my method of subtraction, try it the way that you were taught. You'll end up getting the same answer.